who we're talking about. This is J.A Braimah, a black and white photograph of this man. He came all the way from Kwembi in the Gonja part of the nation. Hi, I'm going to tell you a story that is going to shake your very foundations. This is J.A Braimah. J.A Braimah. And J.A Braimah was born Joseph Adam Braimah. Joseph Adam Braimah was also known as Kabochewura Joseph Adam Braimah. And he was born in 1916, specifically on the 31st of August in 1916. Some sources say he was born in 1918. We're going to stick to the 1916, which is more official. My brother, my sister, oh my God. He died in 1987. Yes, he died in 1987. My brother, my sister. Now, who was J.A Braimah? Listen to this interesting story. Our class today is going to last only 5 minutes. Watch this. Joseph Adam Braimah was born on the 31st day of August, this 31st August 1916, and he came all the way from Kwembi in the Savannah region, formerly called the Northern region of Ghana. At a very young age, he always wanted to be a politician and serve his people. Now, there was the idea of the Northern People's Party, and he decided to be part of it. My brother, my sister, but before the Northern People's Party, he was already thinking about being in Parliament. Yes, he was already thinking about being in Parliament. So in 1950, 70 years before the independence of this country, Braimah was appointed member of the Legislative Council, as it was called at that time. And then in 1951, Kwame Nkrumah appointed him as a cabinet minister. And listen to this. In 1951, the man whose photograph you see here, J.A Braimah, born and bred right there in Kwembi, a very proud Gonja man, my brother, my sister, was appointed as a cabinet minister by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah himself. He was a founding member of the Northern People's Party, as you were told right from the start, my brother, my sister. Now, the Northern People's Party itself was founded by some other people such as Simon Diedong Dombo, who was Dworina, my brother, my sister, from the Upper West region of Ghana. This party was formed in 1954. But before 1954, in fact, as far back as 1950, our hero for today, J.A Braimah, was already in active politics. He was a member of the Legislative Council. And for that matter, he was already popular when Kwame Nkrumah, a year later in 1951, made him a cabinet minister. Now, this is why I chose to tell this story today. Having been a founding member of the Northern People's Party and a member of the Legislative Council, he was a man who was astute in his duties. And above all, he was more than just honest. But 2 years after Kwame Nkrumah appointed him as cabinet minister, he became the Minister for Housing, and then he took a bribe. Yes, he took a bribe. He took a bribe of 2,000 British pounds from a construction company known as Kasajan. We still have Kasajan around, right? Kasajan, 2,000 pounds. He took a bribe. Nobody heard about this bribe. He went to his hometown, Kwembi, spreading money and, putting up parties and dances. He went to Kwembi and he put up developmental projects with the bribe money. Then he sat back in his room one evening when everybody had finished partying and had gone home and told himself, Braimah, are you the one? Were you not the one who promised your father that you will do nothing that will bring down the name of these great people known as the Gonja people? Did you just take a bribe How many days would you spend this bribe for? What are you going to do? He got up early at dawn, 1 a.m. He left Pembi. He was on his way to Accra. He went straight up and announced it on radio, announced it all over in the newspapers that he had taken a bribe. I have taken a bribe. This was before the independence of the nation. He took a bribe of 2,000 pounds. Producer, tell me, 2,000 pounds in 1953. Now, in 2024, how much is it? My brother, my sister, a bribe of 2,000 pounds. He announced it all over the place and told Kwame Nkrumah, I took a bribe. I am not worthy of becoming a minister. I resign now. And I'm going back to Pembi to farm. Kwame Nkrumah looked at him and said, what? You took a bribe? Why did you take the bribe? I said, that is why I'm resigning, because I don't know why I took the bribe. All my life, I've been honest to my people, the Gonja. Honest to all our gods and shrines. Honest to my father. Today I stand in shame and I cry all the tears from my eyes. He became the very first Ghanaian minister to ever resign his position. Kwame Nkrumah begged him to stay on, but he said, no, I am not staying with this 2,000 pound bribe hanging around my neck like an albatross. I don't need it. He left Nkrumah's office shedding tears and crying like a little baby. And look at the interesting thing that happened. There was a commission that was established to still investigate this. If this man was in his right senses, he told her, I am saying, I took that bribe. This is the remainder of the bribe. Take it. I am going to farm and get the rest of the money and come and pay back the full bribe. Because I spent a lot of the bribe putting up parties for my people and also establishing some developmental projects in Pembi. I'm going to pay back that money. Until I pay back that bribe money, I am not worthy of being called a true son of the land. My brother, my sister, 1953. How old were you in 1953? He took a bribe. Nobody saw him. He went and reported himself and he resigned. Even when Kwame Nkrumah begged him. J.A. Braimah, the very first Ghanaian to do that. My brother, my sister, he paid back the full bribe. Even though it was so disgraceful at the time, people held him in high esteem and honor. That the great son of the land, Gonja, was able to come out. They crowned him a chief. After that, later he got back into politics after paying off all the 2,000 pounds. And from that time, my brother, his offices were always opened. He never met anybody without somebody being around to witness and to take minutes. Even his own wife, we were told. But he was a man who loved women. He was married to 11 women and he had 52 children. Hallelujah. What a man. He increased the population of Pembi. Yes, 52 children. As for grandchildren, in hundreds. Today we remember this man. Find time and read the biography of a trailblazer, J.A. Braimah, a life defined by perpetual struggle and sheer tenacity of overcoming it. The very first minister in the history of this country who even shocked the British and shocked the Americans, that he walked out and said, hey, I've been a disgrace to the shrines and the gods of Pembi. Oh, the Gonja people, the sons and daughters of Ndeura Jakpa Biakpa, the spear wielder. Today we remember this great son of the land. Today we come to you in honor. And we say, J.A. Braimah. Kosondong, Kosondong, na minchenyo. Na minchenyo. Akalara, nchumunta. Unyaminko. Yeah, Papa. Me say why you be. Papa, why you be? He died in 1987. My brother, my sister, in the company of all his children. My brother, my sister, he said bye-bye to us. Unyaminko. The king of honesty. The king of honesty. Unyaminko. And in the burden of knowledge, I ask you now that you know what to do. Be an any olea mini oba fe zunda kagane mezaka yine ye ampa bango bokaya nang fifi ya nyanu kaina woba na ehu beden lele anjima singa be kunne lele anjima singa beri. It's been the African History Class.
Tutu babi, papa mula home, mama mula home, how na ima vinye, banum po.
And my name is certainly Black Rasta.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Why?